Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Eric and I like to read. Today we're going to be doing something that I feel like I've been building up to quite a bit, and it's not really as exciting as I'm making it seem. But for today's video, for my June TBR, I am going to let Markus choose all of the books I am reading, minus one because I'm going to do my TBR jar, but he's going to choose the rest of the books and I'm going to be reading those for the month of June. So the way we're gonna do this is I have my little bandana here. I'm gonna put my bandana on and he's going to hand me the books, and then I will reveal to myself what I'm gonna be reading, and you guys are going to see at the same time that I am what I'm gonna be reading, so we're all gonna be surprised. I'm first going to do my TBR jar though, just to get that one out of the way and find out what I'm reading from that. So let's get into this bad boy and see what we get. So my TBR jar pick is Dead Fix, and yeah, I'll go find it on the shelf. I already know which one this is, and I think it's a thriller, so I'm pretty pumped. Okay, so turns out that book, Dead Fix, is actually part 2 in a set of books that author gave me. So I'm actually going to do the first book in that series, and that is called Hard Place. I'll read you guys a snippet of the back so you get an idea of what it is, because I just learned what it is myself. It says, inspired by the facts of a true crime, Hard Place is set against the background of the war in Afghanistan from where the drugs are coming. Ratso must place his career on the line by pursuing a high-risk strategy against a drug baron who has used corruption to gain protection. Hold up. The main character's name is Ratso, and he's a detective. Interesting. He enters a political minefield involving Scotland Yard and the Ministry of Defense in London and the Pentagon and State of Department in Washington, D.C. The trail leads to the USA and the Bahamas, where Ratso is helped by Kirsty Ann Weber. Ratso races against the clock from country to country towards a series of dramatic confrontations. Sounds like it could be interesting. I looked, it's about 450 pages, so it's pretty big, but the font is huge, so I think I can get through that pretty fast. Anyways, that's my TBR jar pick for this month. All right, time to put the bandana on, and Markus is gonna start passing me the rest of the books I'm going to be reading. Oh, okay. Feels like a book. Oh, it's wider. It's not Illuminae. What is this? What is this circle thing?
You take off your bandana.
Yeah. Oh, is this the Cinda Williams Chima series? Chima? I don't know. Ooh, Endgame. So Markus chose Endgame. Oh my god, this looks ridiculous. Okay, we're not doing the bandana anymore. I'm just gonna close my eyes. This, as you guys have just seen in my last video for 5-star predictions, was one of my predictions. And it follows like kind of a similar theme as Hunger Games, which is, I'm kind of like in that zone right now of Hunger Game feelings because I am excited for the prequel to come out. I'm currently reading Battle Royale and loving it. So this makes me very excited. I'm really looking forward to this. Next, I'm closing my eyes. I'm not using that bandana. It did not work.
I'm choosing this because it's the better series from this author.
Interesting. Better series from this author. What could this be?
I think book 2 is about to be shook.
Book 2 is about to be shook.
The haters are gonna come at me.
Better series by this author. I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm just gonna look. Oh, This Savage Song. Yeah, you were really excited about this book. So he chose This Savage Song, as all of you have seen, by Victoria Schwab. I have not read any Victoria Schwab books yet. I've heard many good things about her Darker Shade of Magic series, and Markus has said many good things about this series. So I am very interested to read this. So for this one, I'll just read you a brief snippet so you can see what it's about. It says, Kate Harker wants to be as ruthless as her father to prove she's worthy to stand beside him and lead their city. August Flynn wants to be human, but he isn't. He's a monster, one that can steal souls with a song, his own father's secret weapon. Their city is divided, their city is crumbling. Kate and August are the only two who see both sides, the only two who could do something. But how do you decide whether to be a hero or a villain when it's hard to tell which is which? That actually sounds really cool. I am definitely intrigued to pick this one up. I think I'm going to fly through it. Well, it looks like I'm off to a great reading month so far. Let's see what else he has for me. Please, sir, can I have some more? What does this feel like? You said you weren't gonna give me Red Sister. So now I'm thinking it's not Red Sister. I'm just gonna look. So I really should not be surprised that Markus gave me Spelllinger. This is technically my own book. So I won this book in a giveaway, and then Markus read it and liked it, so we bought the rest of the series and have them all now. So he's been wanting me to read this for a while. That's why I'm not surprised, and it's about time I started. So this book is about a boy named Kellen, and he's about to start his first duel as a spellcaster, but there's one thing that's happening with him is that his magic is actually fading instead of getting stronger. So he's willing to risk everything, even his own life potentially, to restore his magic. However, there's a mysterious character that comes to town that kind of directs Kellen in potentially a different path. And so all of this coming together sounds like it's going to be a really interesting plot to a story, and it's only the first book in a series of 6, so it's bound to be good, and I'm expecting to like this one. I think it will be a very interesting read. All right, on to the next one. Oh my god.
I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
Not gonna be reading that, whatever it is. What is it? Yeah, no.
There's 3 books in here.
No. It's hardcover. It's not that long. This is a Cinda Williams Chima book. Yes, I was right. This one is The Demon King for the Seven Realms series. Markus said that he liked it more than the Warrior Heir series, and I know Deshaughnessy also strongly recommends this series, so that is good. So this book is about a character named Han Alistair, and he is sort of like a criminal and just trying to work day to day to keep his family alive. And then it is also about a character named Raisa, who is a princess, and she is being kind of groomed to become a queen, but she wants to be more of like a warrior queen than a queen that sits back in the castle and does all her royal duties. So she is very wanting to get out and about and be that warrior. And this is the story of Han and Raisa and what happens when they encounter each other and go from there. So this is the start of a series, and I'm excited to see where it takes me. Looks like I got a lot of epic fantasy books to be reading during the month of June.
She's just throwing books out all over. It's a mess of man. Sounds like a top shop.
Ooh, this one's heavy. Oh, this feels like Illuminae. Yep. I just had felt this one on the weekend when I was talking about it, so this one was very familiar. Everyone in my 5-star predictions video pretty much commented that Illuminae is fantastic, so I think this is going to be great. So this book essentially has AI, spaceships, and a deadly virus. That's all I'm going to tell you, but I am super excited just based on those 3 things. Also, it's told in mixed media format, so there's a whole bunch of different versions of how it is portrayed in this book. And I'm really intrigued to read this because I want to see how that affects my reading of it. I haven't really read a book that's quite like this before, so I'm very interested to see how that goes. But I am looking forward to it based on all the comments from my last video. Everybody was super excited about this one, so I think it's going to be great, and I'm really excited. These are all giant books, by the way, so I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Anyways, next one. Oh, okay. I knew what this one was right away because I actually got Markus the third book of this series for his birthday. So he bought the other two. They're all very small. They're by Mark Lawrence. So this is One Word Kill. It's a sci-fi book. Markus tells me that this is like a Blake Crouch book with Dungeons and Dragons in it. So that alone has me captured, and I am really looking forward to it. So Markus has 2 more selections. He's gonna choose 8 in total, and then I am going to choose 5 of those 8, plus my 1 TBR book, and that will be my TBR for the month of June. Oh, it's thin. Not what I expected. I'm just like, I automatically think all the books you give me are gonna be giant. Ooh, Half a King. So he chose Half a King by Joe Abercrombie. Someone was actually, oh yeah, Kira, the book Bella, was actually telling me about this series and how much she liked it, and I had mentioned that Markus had it on the shelf. So this is actually perfect. So this book is about Prince Yarvi, and he is essentially trying to gain back a throne that he never wanted. He has to do this all with only one hand because he was born with a deformity, so there's lots of disability rep in here, hence the Half a King. Yarvi is not great with holding any weapons, so he is not the best at doing battle, but he makes do with his charisma and his loyal friends. So I think this book is gonna be really interesting. I'm like curious to see how this main character navigates this world without being able to use one of his hands. I think that's really interesting, especially in medieval times, because you need your hands in medieval times. So I want to see how he does this. I'm very interested, and yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Another start to a trilogy. Apparently all these books are going to be starting me on another series, so it's inevitable. And yeah, let's see what he chooses for the last one. What? Okay, I'm just gonna look because I'm curious. City of Bones. Okay, well this is definitely a booktube darling book right here, City of Bones. This is Markus's edition. I actually have the full set over there that I bought on Facebook Marketplace. So I would probably use that version, but that's exciting. I could start this series, why not? I've heard a lot about it. Everybody seems to love it. Turns out this is my book. I thought, as you can see on the spine here, that they had that similar look on the front. So clearly I've never even looked at these books before, but no, they're different on the front. So yeah, I'll finally be able to talk about the Shadow Hunters and know what people are saying. So that could be pretty cool. So this is my giant stack of books to choose from for this month. I'm only choosing 6 of these books, well 5 of them, because I am doing my TBR jar pick for sure, but this is my selection. So if you guys want to help in my decision making, you could say which ones you think are good in the comments down below. Let me know which ones you enjoyed reading. That might help me decide which ones I'm going to end up reading in the month. And that's it for this video. If you guys want to support me, you can go check out my Patreon in the description down below. You know the drill. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I post videos every Monday and Thursday. And until next time, keep on reading.